Welcome to yet another episode of Juve Therapy, the channel about the club who doesn't know how to attack, what to do with the attacking football and what to do with our attackers. What we usually do is we just have the ball but we have no idea how to use it, so instead we just let you, the opposition, try to dictate the tempo and then we will adapt. First and foremost we will defend and then let's see what happens going forward. We have absolutely no tactics, we have absolutely no understanding between the players going forward. Everything is for themselves to decide. Our management, our tactical coaches have no say in it whatsoever. So there you go. Even though we are 13 points ahead of everybody else in the Serie A, I think it's 13, I don't even know anymore. But the fact is, the most important thing is that we are 2-0 behind in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid, and maybe I will sound a bit critical, a bit controversial, but I don't believe we're gonna turn this around. And not because of our players, not because of our quality in the players, but the way we play the football. The way we set up by this dinosaur, Max Allegri. But let's talk about the Champions League another day. Today we are facing Bologna away. Is this a sort of a reaction after the Atletico game? I don't know. I simply don't care. Will we see some hope, the glimpse of hope that we can actually turn this around against Atletico? Will we see something today that we haven't seen in the last 18 months? I highly doubt it. So we are just left with, 2 hours of football with Juventus playing. And hopefully, usually we get the 3 points without impressing anybody except for the ones who don't see what is actually happening on the field. So let's check out our lineup. We start in goal with Mattia Perin, you can see it down here. On the left, Alexandro yet again. I don't understand why he starts. He is suspended for the return leg against Atletico. But anyway, he shouldn't play this. This is a perfect game for Leonardo Spinazzola to showcase his qualities. But no, we start yet again with Alex Sandro. In the center of the defense, we have both Cáceres and Chiellini on the bench, and that leaves us with Daniele Rugani and the guy who cares more about his face rather than not conceding, Leonardo Bonucci. And on the right back, it was circulating some stuff that Martin Cáceres should have played on the right back, but the fact is it's Mattia De Sciglio. We have absolutely no midfield. Oh well, we do, but one of them is apparently sick, so we have only 2 left, and that's Matuidi and Bentancur. Both of them start in the middle, so it looks like we're going for the 4-4-2, but I don't think so, even though it's lined up like this down here, but something tells me it will be a 4-3-3 with Bernardeschi in the extra midfield role. But for now, let's just have some fun with it and go with Bernardeschi on the left, Joao Cancelo on the right, and Mandzukic, Ronaldo up front. The one thing that actually excites me tonight is the fact that Joao Cancelo is now freed of defensive duties and just have some fun going forward. If there is one player out there, and I'm not even talking about Cristiano now, if there is one player who can influence this team going forward, and it's not Dybala because he is on the bench, our golden boy, it's Joao Cancelo. So there you go. This is the lineup. We are just about to start. I don't even care how this goes. Of course, I want 3 points, but no injuries. That's it. Let's go for the silly prediction. Let's go for 3-1. I just do believe we will concede. We will score some goals, but we will not impress tonight. Man, I'm so mad after this, even though it's Sunday now. Back from the Wednesday, I still haven't recovered. Alright, fino alla fine. Forza Juve. Hey, see you at half time. I have no words, guys. Luckily, somehow, there is only 0-0 at the break. Bologna should have had at least 2 goals. They play much better football than we do. At least they know what to do with the ball going forward. We have absolutely no idea. I keep saying it since, August, maybe even last year. We have no clue how to score goals, even though it might sound strange, even though we scored the most goals in Serie A this season. Look at first half and look what's happening. Bologna are attacking with urgency, they are speedy, they know what to do, they know how to pass the ball and when to cross, when to play tiki-taka, well, sometimes. However, for Juve, this is just impossible because 2, 3, 4 touches per player, we calming things down, we just walking around with the ball, sliding in onto the right, then to the left, but really nothing going on in the middle. We're sending long balls to Ronaldo and to Mandzukic and hoping for something special from those two. Bernardeschi has been very active, but really very inconsistent. He is good enough for Juve to win the Serie A, of course, but he's just nowhere near good enough for the Juve who wants to win the Champions League. The fact that Cancelo was freed of his defensive duties didn't help us much because Bernardeschi is all over the pitch and doing the work for him, but really there is no end product whatsoever. But we knew that already. Ronaldo is invisible because there is nobody around him who can help him out. The same goes for Alexandro. If he gets the ball, everybody's just waiting to see what happens. Nobody's helping him out, so in the end, he just have to cross the ball, at least attempt to do it. Bentancur has sucked throughout the first half, and Bologna know that. So they are attacking him constantly. And Matuidi is just being Matuidi week in, week out. Give him the ball and he will lose it for us by himself. So Bologna, they just leave him alone and push him just a little bit and then he's off. That's it. This is our game plan. Give it to somebody and see what happens. This is just painful to watch. Painful. Never mind the Atletico game. Just focus on today. If I told you that this team out there are the team that lead Serie A by 13 points, you would have started to wonder if I'm mentally insane. De Sciglio has been skinned alive again and again and again. Bonucci doesn't know what to do. The only thing he cares about is clearing the ball and his long balls. That's it. Rugani has been as nervous as he always is. There is absolutely nothing there. Nothing. Zero from everybody. I mean, seriously, Allegri needs to go as soon as possible. He will of course not do that. It will be at the end of the season, if he decides to go. If not, he will stay on for another season. And anything can happen next season, guys. For now, 0-0 at the break against Bologna. And we are so lucky. Of course, another 3 points, another shitty display, I'm sorry to say it, but that's the way the things are. 1-0, of course, we were just not good enough, but still we somehow win thanks to some poor clearance by Helander. Just cleared the ball straight to Dybala, who scored the goal after he came on. Actually, something started to happen, but still nowhere near the level I want us to be. Bentancur still poor throughout the whole game. Cancelo just partially okay. Ronaldo was involved in some stuff at the end of the game, but nothing really spectacular there either. We were lucky thanks to Mattia Perin with 2 great saves at the end of the game, but still they couldn't score. Maybe I just found out the Allegri tactics. Listen to this. We let the opposition to attempt to score by some strange statistics that he lives by. No opposition scores every chance they get. Well, sometimes he's actually wrong, because remember Genoa at home, invisible throughout the whole game apart from 1 or 2 chances. 1-1 was the result at the end of the game. The same thing goes here. Bologna attempted to score on us many times, but in the end we scored because we have better players than they do. That's it. So the tactics are, let them try and beat us. If you don't succeed, towards the end of the game, towards the end of the second half, we will score. because we have better players, and that's where the quality shows, is throughout the run of the 90 minutes. So from 16th and onwards, that's where the things will happen for Juve, because that's where the real quality shows of the players, not by tactics. So he lets them play football, he lets them dictate the tempo, because he knows very well that Serie A are not used to finishing, not to scoring goals. It's all about not losing rather than winning. So there are not so many players out there who can score goals consistently. So he just lets them play. That's the reason we play as bad as we do. But do we have to do it like this? Why did we buy Ronaldo? Why did we get Douglas Costa? Why do we have Dybala? Is that because we don't want to lose? No. I simply think that those purchases have been made to score goals, to create. Perfect example is Douglas Costa and Cristiano Ronaldo. Douglas Costa is not a defensive genius. Ronaldo is a monster in the box, of course, both offensively and defensively. But he is most renowned for scoring goals. So I don't buy that. I don't buy that Allegri's tactics are just solely on them playing and us reacting. I think there is some inconsistency there. So the management wants Douglas Costa and Ronaldo, but Allegri isn't able to use them correctly. Strange, huh? So that's the reason. That might be the reason we are so bad at football, even though we keep winning. It's amazing how poor we play, yet we win. It's the only explanation. Because they are so poor scoring goals, because eventually somebody has to score, and usually Juve does. Okay, let's have some fun with the player ratings. I give Mattia Perin a 7 just because of the last 2 saves. But apart from that, he has been almost without any work whatsoever. On the left back, who did we have? We had Alexandro till he went off. I don't know, 5? Still poor. Still. And that's just only because it was his fault. But because he has no support, no help. When he gets the ball in the opposition's half, nobody helps him. But still, it's the player ratings. 5. Rugani, 6. Very insecure, very nervous. Every freaking game. I just don't see it. I just don't see what's so great about him anymore. I believed there was some potential. There might be still some potential. But guys, it's getting late. Clock's ticking. Wake up, Mr. Rugani. But today is just a 6 for me. The same goes for Bonucci. 6, not impressive. Not impressive. Clearing the ball, just the basics. Clearing the ball away from everybody. Not even focusing on playing the ball, just clearing it. As far away as possible. Why? It's Bologna, man. Try at least. Di Sciglio, I don't know, 6. Really didn't impress me either. Declining in form, slowly but surely. Matuidi running around, losing the ball, 6. I'm sorry, this is just boring. 6. Bentancur, 5, maybe even 4.5. I don't know how many times he lost the ball in the first half. I thank you for just not conceding in the first half because of his mistakes. Let's give it 4.5. I'm sick and tired of it. 4.5. Poor passing. Simple passes. 4.5. Bernardeschi, I don't know what he was doing, what he was playing. He was all around. Was it Mezzala? Was it Trequartista? I don't know. I don't even care anymore. But the fact is, inconsistency. Every single game. Occasional greatness here and there. But there's just too much inconsistency in order for me to qualify him for just a world-class player. Nowhere near it. 6 for me. I'm sorry. Who we got? Joao Cancelo, 6. Really never got into the game. Got stuck in somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be. No movement around him either, just like with Alexandro, so he was left all alone. Every single game I see it. We give the ball to some guy and expect him to do something for us. We don't help each other here. Mandzukic, 6, fighting, not running that much, but fighting, and that's all. 6, Ronaldo will also get a 6 from me. Invisible, nobody around him, and that's it. That's it. Dybala came on, scored a goal, yes, but it was only a fluke from Helander. A couple of great passes there, created maybe some stability and creativity going forward. But yeah, guys, come on, let's face it. The last 5 minutes, Bologna should have scored. That's it. They should have scored 1-1 at least. Let's not focus on Dybala's greatness since he came on. No, focus on the facts. We were lucky. Yeah. Alright. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter if you want any more rants, any more frustration around our players, our club. I want Juventus to be the best, not only in Italy, but in Europe. And we are just far from it. Far from it. 1-0 against Bologna, guys. It could have been 3-1 to Bologna for all I care. See you. Ciao. Have a great Sunday.